I know it's exciting sometimes when things are supposed to happen. I've been there where it's like, oh my gosh, it's supposed to happen. Like, you just can't keep your mouth shut. You just want to tell somebody. You guys, outside weather is changing right now, okay? So my hands get super dry all the time because I'm constantly washing, but I'm constantly moisturizing at the same time. But you guys, one of my favorite scents, or my favorite right now, is this strawberry pound cake lotion that I got from Bath and Body Works. I got it in one of my semi-annual sale, but every time I put this on, I'm just like, it smells so good. So I just want to show you guys what I'm wearing right now and how much I really love it. And it was cheap, okay? Anywho, to get on with today's video. So guys, it's almost 2024. There are some habits that I believe that we should be getting rid of completely. They should have been left behind a long time ago. Have you ever like put your all into something only for it not to work out? Or like, okay, this is a good one. If you applied for a job and say the interview went so well, you had your references, they told you, don't worry, you're gonna be hearing from me Monday morning, da 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 da. You just have all these good feelings because you just know you did your best, but then turn around, nothing came out of it. It just flopped, you know? And this could be with anything. Like, say you're planning on moving to a whole new country, or you're just making like big changes in your life, you're starting a new business, just stuff like that, and it just never seems to work out. There could be a few reasons why this just doesn't work out, or why things just don't go according to plan. But one of the main reasons why is because I feel like people have an issue with oversharing too much, okay? I myself have been guilty with this, but over time I've learned that this is just the worst thing to do, okay? And at the same time, not everybody is on your side, not everybody wants you to win, okay? It's one thing to let people know what your plans are after they happen. Even then, like, you don't want to be sharing it to like everybody. And the thing is that some businesses or some ventures that we do in life, or some things are just hard not to share. Because say you're starting a business and you need clientele, obviously you need to broadcast it and share it because you need traction in to make money and da da da. But certain things that if it doesn't have to do with stuff like that, sharing it ahead of time could be the worst thing, because then you're just leaving so much space for negativity to come in and just disrupt you, and just bad mind people, bad mind spirits to just make the whole thing just crash. And then you're just there feeling like, oh my gosh, this was supposed to happen, I look like a real waste right now, like it didn't happen. And then you just be discouraged. Just a whole bunch of things on top of whatever was supposed to work out not happening, just not happening. You want to wait until what you're supposed to get actually happens, you know, because like I said, not everybody is rooting for you, unfortunately. We wish so, or you know, we think so, but a lot of people, they walk around with fear, you know, fear of the unknown, fear that you're gonna move ahead of them, fear that you're just gonna go too far in life and just leave them behind. You'll be around these people thinking that they mean you well. Once you tell them what's supposed to happen for you, what you have planned, because they never did it themselves, they're just like, no, you can't do it, how are you gonna do that? And then all that, this, that, and the third, like just too much. Not everybody has your vision, okay? The vision that you have in your head is not what they have, so they just have no clue that your process is your process. Some people are just lazy. They don't even want to take the same time to actually do what you're doing. It's one thing to say you want certain things out of life, but it's another thing to put action into it. So people see you putting action into it, it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't get to do that yet. They're gonna like pass me. So you just have to be careful about oversharing. A lot of times why a lot of people end up oversharing is because You know, you just want that approval. You want that stamp of approval that what you're doing, you can do it. Or they'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I really think you should do it, and da da da. But even if they say that, it's really what the vibe is, what the energy is that counts. Because people could say whatever they want to your face, but what are their true intentions? And a lot of times people tend to overshare because they don't have that confidence in themselves. So it's like, if so and so says it's a great idea, then you want to hop on it and you want to be like, okay, yeah, they said I can do it, but so what? Like, you shouldn't have to depend on what others have to say about your success and your journey and what's supposed to happen for you. At the end of the day, you should be so confident in yourself and your dreams, and whatever you had sought out to do, you're gonna trust your process. You're gonna trust yourself that it's going to work. You're gonna be your biggest cheerleader. You don't need anybody in your ear telling you that you could do something when you already got the vision and you know that you can do it. Because sometimes we even tell people not only for the approval, we want to find out certain information. No, like, sometimes you could just take the extra time to go figure it out yourself. Don't wait to tell your friend because maybe you see them doing it too and you just want to find out info. Like, honestly, it's so much better when you can just figure that shit out by yourself. When you can just go to the finish line and be like, yeah, I did this. I really did this. Like, I believed in myself. And then you can share it with the ones that you truly believe are there to help uplift that journey. And you would know, because you don't want to just share your dreams with just anybody, especially somebody that, I don't mean this in a bad way, but like people who don't even have shit going on for themselves, right? Because they're most likely 9 out of 10 the people that are going to just sabotage what you have going on. Like, for me, like, if I was to tell somebody who I trust, I feel like I know that by now. I see how they support what I do. Me, I got sales right now, but I'm gonna share it. Those types of people. Sometimes people are just in your ear and they're just waiting for it to fail, yo. It's super crazy to know that people think like that, but unfortunately, that's just the world that we live in. Not every spirit is a good spirit. Not every ear is a good ear and a helping hand to your dreams. And going forward, you just wanna stop doing that. Just letting people in your business too much. The less people in your business, the more privacy you have, the better your life is, the more smoother things go, just less negativity, and actually it'll make you want to do more in life. And then you just push forward and you want to do more ventures. Like, you know, you see some people that are just doing like one thing. That is bad to do one thing, because that's good. If you have your one thing that you do, that's cool. But I'm the type of girl, I like to do many things. I love to learn and do more. It's like, not everybody wants to see the people around them win, because a lot of people have just done nothing with themselves. You gotta do things, you gotta experience things, and a lot of people are just lazy. They don't want to get up and do something. So just the simple fact that you actually just want to get up and win just bothers and taunts people. A lot of times you could just see, just when you're doing something, you'll see like there's just people around you that just won't even talk about what you're doing. You just suss it out with the way that they behave around you and then the way they talk to you. It's just sometimes it's just so obvious. But I'm such like an energy reader, so I kind of know how to suss people out and keep them at a certain distance. People get so easily convinced that what other people say, that's their reality. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do nothing, but at the same time, don't overshare to give them that power, to ruin your future endeavors, your desires, your dreams. Because not everybody gets a vision, not everybody has like a passion. A lot of people are walking around in life with just no purpose, and then you with purpose now, it was given to you. So you got to keep that close. Overall, just be more mindful of the things that you share, the things that you put out there. And you'll be wondering why things are not working out for you. Like I said, it could be many reasons, but one of the main reasons is that you just gotta believe in yourself and make it play out. Just trust your purpose, that you yourself can be your cheerleader. You yourself can be the one who believes in everything that's going to happen. You yourself can figure out the problem. You can do your research. You ain't gotta ask somebody so that they even have a clue as to what you're trying to do, you know? And it's not to say like you just want to be like a selfish person. Sometimes you gotta be selfish for yourself to even help anybody else, you know? How can you help anybody without even being a little bit selfish to yourself? It's not being selfish. It's for your own good. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, sometimes even the people that you think are just the closest to you are just not closest to you at heart, or they're just not ready for the things that have been planted in your brain yet. Not to say that you don't want to share with them, you just have to wait until it comes through, you know? And that's reasonable. And that's fair to you, because the more that we get disappointed in life, it's just harder for us to even try to move on to the next thing. Sometimes the disappointment that happens, you did that disappointment to yourself. Nobody had to know that you were supposed to get that job and it just didn't work out. You could have just went to go apply for it, it didn't work out, and then you just move on. But sometimes that shame that you might feel, like, oh my gosh, look how I told them that I was supposed to get the job. I'm such a failure. They're gonna think that I'm just dumb, like I actually wasn't qualified, or just all these things. And then it just plants that seed in your head that should even move on to the next task. Like, what are they gonna think about me? What are they gonna think about you if they just didn't know in the first place? You know, you just did that to yourself. Just try to be more private in the years to come, the new year coming. That's one of my things that I believe is really gonna change a lot of people's lives if they just try to be more private. I know with social media, a lot of people, they're just not private these days, because it's like the less privacy, the more likes and the more fame that they get from it. But at the end of the day, you gotta be even safe, you know? The less private you are, the more people know your location, and the more of all of these drastic things that we hear happening to people are just happening. Like, you should care about yourself a little bit more, to just be a little bit more private. It does help in so many ways. Just believe in yourself. Everything will work out the way it's supposed to be, as long as you just, you know, lift yourself up a little more. You can be your cheerleader. I know it's exciting sometimes when things are supposed to happen. I've been there where it's like, oh my gosh, it's supposed to happen. Like, you just can't keep your mouth shut. You just want to tell somebody. With me, sometimes I'll probably just tell my kids, because it's like, even though they're a bit yabber mouth, they'll go back and tell my business. But it depends on what it is, if I really have to say it. Or I just lock myself up in my car and I'll just be excited about it, and it'll be in the air. It's just so hard sometimes not to say what is going to happen for us, but sometimes everything is just not meant for everybody's ear. You know, not everybody can take your good news, unfortunately. Not everybody has positive feedback. Not everybody has been there. Nobody has seen your vision. They're still trying to figure out themselves, so they're just not into what you gotta say. Like, it's not doing nothing for them. So it's like, why am I cheering you on if I've been trying to do the same thing and it's not working out? Or it's like, yo, so what does this have to do with me, you know? Stay focused on your grind, stay focused to yourself, stay true to yourself, and, you know, let's just see how things pan out. Let's see if it works in your favor, that you will just get that job, you'll just get that promotion, you'll just make that money, you'll just get your business going, you'll start your YouTube channel. Like, anything is possible, but you just gotta do things in the right order. But yeah, if you like this video, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next one, I'll see you guys Bye.